Welcome to this video about the on-demand solution from Telection. We will in this video specifically look at how to execute a screening request which is of type specification. And type specification, then you define a target organization culture, a target set of team roles, and the target set of core skills that you want to measure candidate or candidates up against. So you start this off by clicking on Request Screening. You enter your name and email and then select Specification. Click on I'm not a robot and send request. Just waiting for the there. So and then click on Send Request. That sends an email off to you with a link to this new screening request. So here at the bottom you see the screening request of type specification has been created with a link to that screening space, that private space that is made specifically for this request. So I open that and there are of course missing information elements here, so I need to fill out. Just close step 1 and goes to the start step here if you want to change, for example, the language of the project that you are sending out to the candidates. If you don't want to change that, you go to step 1 and then you have your name and email is already filled out. You enter your mobile number and the title of the project that you are creating, and then the story of this screening request. And this information is stored and displayed on the landing page the candidates come to in order to create their users on Telection. And then you need to select a logo URL. So you click there and then click on the frame. And then you select a logo, for example, that I can select. Let's see if I find it. Pop up there, the Telection logo I will use. Click on the background and then add an image also to the landing page for the candidates. So I can just click this, and then this is also displayed in the frame and saved. And then click on Save to save these information elements, and then you can click on Next Step. After basic request information, you're asked to enter persons that you want to send this request to. So you enter the name, and then let's see, just for example, let's go.com and add person to request. So here you can add as many persons that you want that will be included in this screening. When done, you just click Next Step, and here you are to specify the criteria for this screening. So there are 3 types of criteria. It's organization culture, it's team roles, and it's core skills. Organization culture you can either select directly in the screen, or you can use the wizard that will help you select. You just answer a few questions, and then the organization culture will be set based on that those responses. Same goes for team roles. You either select directly by clicking on them, or you can click the wizard to select from the wizard instead, and that will then select the roles based on your answers. Core skills, there is no wizard, so you have to select by clicking directly on the selection offered to you. Press save, and then next step. Step 4 is a summary of the information that you have entered. And what you basically do then is just click on execute, and the execute will then create all the necessary elements in the platform and also send out the invitations to the candidates that you entered in step 2. So to, in this case, hpd@leadscore.com. When that has been sent out, we can go to a ready-made screening project here that is already done. And here we have, as previously mentioned, clicked on execute. A invitation has been sent out, and after a while you see here on the last step you get an overview of the candidate status and the screening score, final screening score. So you see here one candidate has done his or her activities and has been scored against the specification. And this is a strong match. 81.67% match is a very good, strong match with the criteria. And it's also marked then with green frame. If there is a medium match, it will have orange frame, and if it's a poor match, it will have red frame. If you look at the other candidates here, you see that this candidate hasn't completed the activities. It's in progress, and here you see the activity statuses. So it's done the enter basic information, hasn't done the personality test, the fluid intelligence test, or the core skill game tests. And this last candidate here hasn't even activated its user. So you can then select to resend the invitation to just remind him or her to initiate activities. When this is complete, you can decide to click and export the results, and that will then be sent to you by an email. So let's quickly look at that email, how that looks like. Here you have it. A bit about the screening project, and then the candidate scores and status are given, and also an overview of all the candidates that has actually been invited, in addition to the scoring criteria used for this match score calculations. So here you have a good overview of the results of the screening project. You can also decide when done or at any point during the process to delete the whole project by just clicking delete all, and that will remove the screening request, and all elements in the selection platform will remove all traces of this request. So that's basically it. So just a quick summary. You create a request, select the type. in this case it's specification type. Select the language for the project, enter request information, logo, story, etc. That's going to be used on the landing page. You add the persons you want on this screening. You get an overview, and you select the specification criteria that's going to be used to screen the candidates. Step 4 is a summary of all this information and the ability to execute that project. And the final step we just looked at is an overview of the status of the different candidates. There are separate videos for the two other types of screening requests, the copy star and flexibility and creativity types. So just look at the video on the OnDemand URL homepage. So thanks for listening, and good luck with using the OnDemand service from Telection. Thank you.